presents CNN News 18 Primetime Studio.
Namaste, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. You're watching The Right Stand with me, Anand Narasimhan, here at the CNN News 18 Primetime Studio, presented by Green Lamp Laminates. The Halal certification debate intensified on Monday in the Honorable Supreme Court as Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, representing the UP government, told the Supreme Court that he was shocked to see products other than meat certified as halal, attesting that the products meet requirements of Islamic law or are Sharia compliant. The Uttar Pradesh government, while defending its stance on the Supreme Court, argued that it is being imposed on non-believers. It emphasized that while halal certification for meat is understandable, the halal certification on other products imposes unnecessary costs, and that these certification agencies, have made a few lakh crores out of certification process, and asked how can besan be halal or non-halal. Now the word halal is an Arabic term meaning permissible according to Islamic law or Sharia. It is commonly associated with food, specifically meat, where halal certification ensures that the product complies with the Islamic dietary laws or the Islamic method of culling an animal. It's called slow death, and there is a reason and there is a philosophy there, which is not followed by non-Islamic meat eaters. Now, however, halal certification has recently expanded to include a whole range of non-food products, non-meat products. So chips, vegetarian food is certified halal. Products like cement, iron bars, water bottles, wheat flour or atta, chickpea flour, besan are being halal certified. Now, this shift has raised questions about the growing influence of halal certification on consumer markets beyond meat, particularly in sectors where it was not traditionally relevant. The moment you halal certify a product, it is deemed Islamized because it is Sharia compliant. So, is it not violative of the religious beliefs of non-Islamic consumers? The issue gained significant attention when the Uttar Pradesh government imposed a ban on the sale, storage and distribution of halal certified food products within the state in November 2024. Now have a look at the double standards. The opposition says ban on halal certificates curbs religious rights. But the bigger question is, how can religious bodies that usurp the functions of state agencies be legitimate in a secular polity? And is Islamized food being forced upon non-Muslims not a violation of the secular ethos of our constitution or of our Samvidhan? Why should only Muslims have the right to apply codes of a parallel certification body on the rest? And these bodies don't have FSSAI or any other government body certification or accreditation. The opposition says ban on sale of halal certificates is discriminatory. The question is, should non-Muslims also be allowed to issue certificates compliant with their beliefs? Should they also insist, for example, Sikhs, non-Muslims, on jhatka meat? Isn't it true that non-Muslims cannot carry out halal and therefore they cannot be employed? So a butcher, if the butcher has to serve halal meat, has to convert to Islam. Only then can they serve halal. And why should halal meat be forced upon those who are not Muslims? That's another question. The opposition says ban on sale of halal certificates curbs the rights to choose. Question is, should non-Muslims equally have the right to reject acquiring Sharia certificates? Opposition says sale of halal certificates is inviolable as it is ordained by belief. But should all marriages, for example, then be approved by Khap Panchayats? So your belief should be upheld, but the beliefs of others should be trampled upon. How is that secular in the Indian sense? How is that Samvidhanik? Now in 2022, here on The Right Stand on CNN News 18, we brought you exclusive documents showing the dark face of this entire halal certification racket. How money is being used to fight cases of terror accused, and this was actually put up on the websites which have thereafter been taken down. Documents accessed by CNN News 18 also showed how various organizations have said that halal certification funds may be used to aid terror acts. And that 2611 accused Tahavur Rana was running a halal certified slaughterhouse in Illinois. 2611 accused David Coleman Headley financed the halal certified slaughterhouse. So there are multiple ramifications. Are the beliefs of non-Muslims being trampled upon? A. Are funds being generated from non-Muslims by imposing Islamized products and those funds being redirected towards nefarious causes? Thirdly, most importantly, beyond meat, which is a consumable, and that's where, how are non-meat products, non-food products being certified halal? So is Sharia compliance and this imposition of a Sharia-driven law Samvidhanik? Is it secular in nature? Anila Singh, spokesperson of the BJP with us, Tariq Khan, spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party with us, Harinder Singh Sikha, author and film producer with us, and he's somebody who's been raising this issue of halal certification for nearly a decade now, if not more. Hari Sikha ji, Anila ji, and Mr. Tariq Khan, namaste, Jai Hind, thank you for your time. Mr. Hari Sikha, the arguments made by the UP government trying to justify the ban on halal certification beyond meat. Your thoughts on this?
You see, it's been a decade, as you said, we've been fighting this battle, trying to educate people that it is not really the jihadis or the Muslim population which has started this. This was a calculated move by Congress, the Gandhi dynasty, so as to say how they planned the entire halal movement in order to fund a long list of activities in order to promote a parallel economy. And the parallel economy of what stature? 1 lakh crore and plus. Now, my basic question, while I'll expand this and I'll take some minutes from you, Anand, in order to explain it properly. Muslims cannot be served a jhatka. It is against their religion. We appreciate it. It is against their maryada, it's against their religion and everything. If you serve them, what happens? They become offensive on that. And they justify that offense. And that offense is not small offense. It can go to any level in order to prove a point. What about Hindus and Sikhs? Why are you, first of all, why are you eliminating non-vegetarian? I object to that. I seriously object that every dhaba, every restaurant, every airlines, every mess in the country is serving us non-vegetarian food which is halal certified. That means from top to bottom in that meat is a Sunni Muslim person who is working at it. Not even Shias. That means all Valmiki Samudayas, Hindus, Sikhs and various other people working in that, scheduled caste, scheduled tribes so called, they are out of the business. How many? Lakhs of them. How many of them have been forced to convert into Islam? This is what the ploy was, and for that Mani Shankar Iyer came out with a very great strategy, so-called clever strategy. The APEDA was made an order, by order, that only halal certified food, meat, can be exported. Middle East one can understand. What about China, Russia, Mongolia, Sri Lanka, Europe? They don't want all this. They don't want halal certification. Russia doesn't want halal certification. Why was this made? This was made because these lakhs of crores of rupees that you collect is utilized. How? Waqf board property. You mean to say Congress in 2014 gave away 128 properties just before handing over the entire thing to the Takht or Taj or to government from BJP. They did it for free? I doubt it. But who's going to inspect it? But there's always a buzzword amongst the Muslims that this money has been paid. And those people were against it, it seems. And so the number of people that I know of, and I've been working at them constantly.
Right.
Where are this all this money comes from when you pay for dharm parivartan? Allow me, sir. Allow me. Let me complete to. Then I'll come to vegetarian. Who's funding terror? Who's funding 50,000 rupees for a bicycle, for a bike, then take a girl, Hindu girl or a Sikh girl, different rates? You mean to say that massive population and these Jamaat-e Ulema kind of people whose funding business and whose money collection is all opaque. No audits, no GST, no tax. It's a parallel economy which is not secular. It is against the very intent of India, very dimension of India. This is not what the law says. Our law provides equal rights to the animals and birds.
Right.
But even Parliament not too long ago was serving only halal certified food. Now we have halal houses, coming to vegetarian part of it. The houses are halal, cement is halal, the Sharia is halal. Halal houses means Hindus will not buy those houses. For God's sake, you are discriminatory by your very language, by your very act. How can Sui Dhaga be halal certified? Who justifies it? That means what? These Muslims lobbies, not all Muslims. These so-called smart Alex who are mixed up with the Gandhi dynasty, in particular I am mentioning this repeatedly, you can challenge me that and I can prove it to you. They are out and out to divide India. This is what Nehru did to us, divided into 3 countries.
Sir,
and this is what the Gandhi dynasty thereafter followed. Right. Coming to final point over here, sir, that this money which is being collected by ensuring that a tomato ketchup, or salad, cooked or not cooked, or small little packages of chips, and Russian salad, and whatever you supply by, is certainly halal certified. American mustard, which is imported into India, is halal certified. I object it because it is against my DNA. If I cannot serve you Sattvic food, the Jamaat-e Ulema and your works, you cannot serve me halal certified, come what may, and I'm objecting to it.
Correct. Sir, you're making a lot. You're making a lot
with
of
me. Then,
Hari Sikka ji, it's a simple point that.
So what's use of? So last point. What is the use of FSSAI?
Correct.
Shut it and leave it aside.
No, and these bodies, these certification bodies,
entire work is being done by.
The larger question is these certification bodies are also not accredited by the government. These are random entities who are cropping up and they have no government sanction at all. Tariq Khan.
Then, can I respond?
Yes, please.
Yes. So you means I have listened. The person who is speaking, he spoke a lot. So let me ask something. You said that these certification is not being issued by any. So what is this National Accreditation Board for Certification Bodies? It works. It's written on their side. I am reading out there. An autonomous body set up by Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Work under QCI. That is Quality Council of India. Now, these accreditation boards provide the opportunity or give them this advantage to issue these type of certificates. Okay, so primarily they are issuing for export purpose, and now the organizations in India, the producer in India, have also taken certificate. Like I am reading out Patanjali. Why Patanjali is taking certificate? This is the certificate. Let me show you. This is the certificate. Why Patanjali? What is the need? This is something being pushed on Muslim unnecessary. No Muslim says that anybody should be forced to have halal food. No one. There is nothing to do with it. And nobody should be forced to have
You are forcing it, certainly.
No.
Tariq Khan,
ask Patanjali.
you are forcing it.
Hari Sikka ji, he didn't.
Point number one.
Let us not shout. Tariq Khan, please make your point. Aram se. Make your point, and Hari Sikka ji, please don't interrupt. Let him make his point.
Ask NAB SEBI why they are giving this advantage to these organizations like Jamaat Ulama Hind, Halal Trust of India to certify these bodies. What the government of India is doing now, a government body is giving that advantage to them that go and provide this halal certificate. Now you are saying that they are making money. Yes, they'll make money. Government of India allowed them to give those certificates. Nobody has asked. Nobody Muslim. Tell me which
Well,
Muslim
as per the
organization
FSSAI
have
Act,
asked them.
as per the FSSAI Act, these bodies are not accredited A by the FSSAI. Even the
So-
National Accreditation Board does
I'm
not
giving you-
does not give the Jamaat Ulema Hind blanket carte blanche to issue halal certificates for everything all in sundry. Thirdly, this order that
they-
only halal certified meat can be
should
exported
come
from our
with the
country
list.
was withdrawn in 2016.
Listen,
So I just
you're
want to
giving-
qualify that. Yes, Tariq Khan,
Listen,
one more. You wanted to say
the-
something? Yeah.
There must be certain list by NACB
Huh.
that you can give only certificate and you'll give only for exporting product. There
Huh.
is no foundation and they are working under the nose of government of India. What you are doing?
Huh.
That question asked from
Correct.
the BJP
So you're
immediately, not
absolute-
from us.
Okay.
We have nothing to do with that.
Okay.
And nobody
Let
should
Anila
be
Singh answer that then.
forced to
Tariq
read
Khan.
these type of things.
Let Anila Singh answer that. Yes, Anila Singh.
My Ram to all, and first of all, Mr. Tariq Khan, just now, he mentioned a person who was talking right before me and he talked a lot. Let me tell you, Mr. Khan, he's a very, very distinguished, very renowned author. You should go and read his books. If you cannot, then go and watch the movie. Secondly, let me tell you here, this matter is not religious. This matter is not political. This is socio-economic matter. And let me tell you how. And how these people are not only tricking non-Muslims, these people are tricking Muslims as well. Because they know it very well. If any product, other than any eatable product, non-eatable product, it has halal certificate logo on it, then definitely Muslims are going to prefer to buy that product, which has got this logo, which has got this certification. So that Muslim, that common Muslim, he or she is paying much more money than that product should be on that shelf. So, number one, they are tricking Muslims first. Secondly, they are forcing non-believers to buy all those products. Let me tell you here, like certification, halal certification started somewhere in 1974. And then non-eatable halal certification started during 1993 when Places of Worship Act was brought. At that time only, non-eatable products also started getting halal certification. It was
Tariq Khan, coming to you after she
but the
completes.
appeasement policy. Let me allow
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. Please complete.
It is just because of the appeasement politics. Tomorrow, I know the leaders like Samajwadi Party President Akhilesh Yadav, he is going to please his vote bank and he is going to say, okay, I am going to offer you halal Hindu. I am going to offer you halal Hindu and you can have faith on this Hindu because I will give certificate on his forehead that he is a halal Hindu and he is so-called secular and he is going to stand for you. Either you are a terrorist or extremist or any criminal, mafia don. But if you are Muslim, halal Hindu is going to stand with you. This is what Akhilesh Yadav ji is doing. This is what Congress party had done to this country. I can tell you so many facts. Because by 2050, we know it very well that the population of the Muslims in this world will be around 2.32 billion. Imagine the type of business, halal certification business is going to do. And let me tell you, by 2030, this halal certification business will be around 6045 billions. Just imagine.
No,
and
but
just now I was listening to
see,
a final point.
Ji.
Just a final point. I heard Mr. Khan. Mr. Khan said, why doesn't government gets involved in it? Why doesn't government gives the halal certification and all? Many more points he had raised. I have to tell him, gentlemen, yes, we respect your community and the halal food should be served to your community. Others should not be forced to have it because after Brazil, India is the second largest halal meat exporter in the world. We get money out of it, but it should be regulated. Why Vande Bharat has to serve halal tea in the tray? It's not fair. It's not fair. Why
No,
Anila Singh
it's
or
not.
Anand
It's
has
not
to-
that. No. 1 minute, Anila Singh. The point is, Did the government ever start a thing that halal certification or halal certified meat has to be served only to Muslims? Has the government created any imposition on restaurants, on marketeers, that on a public platform you should have a separate halal counter for Muslims? You want to do that if you want halal certified products. But today everybody is being forced to eat food that is Islamized, product that is Islamized. And I'm saying it because it's Sharia compliant. The moment it's Sharia compliant, that means it's been made by a Muslim for a Muslim and via as per the Muslim tenets of consumption or this one. So why are you not saying that if you really want to do this, that you want an othering, then you do it only for yourself, don't impose it on everybody else. So the faith of a Christian does not matter for the government, state of a Buddhist, faith of a Buddhist, faith of a Sikh, faith of a Hindu does not matter?
You are absolutely correct, Anand. And the UP government under the leadership of Yogi Adityanath ji has taken first step on it. All right. First step towards whatever you are saying. And I'm pretty sure and confident that very soon a regulatory body will be there. And as you have mentioned, very rightly mentioned, that there should be a separate shelf in the stores or in the shops. And those who want to buy halal certified food, whether it is shaving cream or Colgate or anything else, you can go ahead and buy.
No, but the ambit of the ambit also should be defined. You cannot have cement, atta, and besan which is halal. What is then there is no limit to everything. Tomorrow they will say the air you breathe out of this air filter is also halal certified. There is no limit to it. Then there is no end to it. Should there not be a limit?
Absolutely.
Should there not be boundaries saying what is certifiable and what comes under the ambit of certification and what doesn't? Tariq Khan, agree, disagree? Do you think the government of the day should also define the ambit? If halal certification is largely with meat and that there has to be a certain way that the animal has to be killed because of the way Muslims would like to eat their meat, then should that not be then only limited to that?
BJP just talk about Hindus. They don't want to do anything about this thing. What you are doing?
No, right
now
I'm talking about Muslims.
Not in between. Not in between.
Okay, now he didn't interrupt you. He heard you out. You please say.
This should not be the way. Listen, what you are doing? You said that UP government has taken a step. What will happen to the rest of the India? What you will do? You have done nothing. You are just doing all the things. You are just saying all the things.
No, if this is all right, then why has it been challenged in the court?
It's already been challenged.
No, why was it challenged? If you agree with what the UP government has done and if you believe this should be done nationwide, then why is it being challenged?
Action should be taken. Why this is NAC, this is National Accreditation Board is giving this permission to allow Halal Trust of India to provide halal certificate. This is the question. Because they are responding like they are not in government. They are not in power. BJP are in power. You have to take a step. Make law.
Okay.
Who is opposing?
Okay, let's get clarity on this. Does the NACB under the Quality Council of India allow the Halal Trust to go ahead and issue these certificates, Harinder Sikka?
So I think you have gone way here and there. First of all, let me clarify it to you. It's all time tested. It's all data available with government. The government has in UP at least has started very quickly addressing it. Over 70% of these so-called boards, halal certification boards, are not even accredited. They're fakes. They've been caught red-handed printing a parallel machine to a printing machine in their houses and selling these certificates. They've been caught in UP. It's on paper. How cleverly Congress did it? Just listen to this, because this is a deep-rooted alliance between Congress and jihadis, and I'll explain it to you. I'm a die-hard soldier. I have a right to explain to you, because this money has hurt us soldiers more than anything else.
Ji.
You know, in Air India, beef cannot be served, but it is not banned. The Congress made a rule where pork is not served, but it is also banned. So pork is banned, beef is not banned. Not served is one aspect. It can be served anytime. It's highly discriminatory. You are serving something to me which I'm not going to read between the lines. Who reads between 0.1 millimeter worth of thickness, wear glasses and read, is it halal or not? Most people don't even understand. That's the clever ploy they did, and they are abusing it, not using it. I'll connect you to the same. These are 5 nations which are halal certified bodies, including Malaysia, Turkey, and Pakistan, India, and one more. These countries have a network. Hamas built fortified tunnels in Gaza. No individual country would have funded it. It's not in small money. Fortified tunnels where tanks could run is halal money which has been utilized there.
You
Come
make a
back
very
to
serious
India
allegation
now.
there.
Bangladeshis and Rohingyas. I'm making it openly. Bangladeshis and Rohingyas are being settled en masse. Go to any part of the country, they're settled. Come to Delhi, they are settled, and so well entrenched into the system. Their ration cards or their Aadhaar cards are being purchased left, right, and center because we have shameless people like Baba Ramdevs. Plenty of them.
Well,
Who's funding
I'm
them?
not. I'm going to request you to steer
Who's
clear of
funding them?
making personal comments against people who are not here to defend themselves. But you are welcome to highlight. You are welcome to highlight, like Tariq Khan has said, that there are brands, there are companies who are selling Hindus, Christians, Buddhists, everybody Islamized food, Islamized packaged products. Whereas they don't need to do it. But why are they doing it? And are they doing it in fairness to the rest of the consumers? That's the big question. I have to pause here for a bit.
Right.
We got big news coming through on Bangladeshis and on illegals. The Maharashtra government has now formed an SIT to identify Bangladeshi infiltrators in the state. Now, a letter has now been sent to all divisional commissioners and district collectors across the state of Maharashtra. District collectors and sub-divisional officers were earlier granted the authority to issue delayed birth and death certificates. This SIT now has been formed based on complaint and evidence that's been provided by Mr. Kirit Somaya. We'll try and connect with Mr. Kirit Somaya in the limited time that we have, or go across to our reporter on this story. So ever since this entire issue of the attack on Saif Ali Khan and this man posing as Vijay Dash, but actually his name is Shehzad, and is a Bangladeshi national, an illegal who's been in Bharat for about 4 months now, and he had illegal papers with him, Mohammad Shariful Islam Shehzad. That's his name. And ever since this has come to the fore, the issue of illegals has now come front and center, and especially in the state of Maharashtra. This also lends weight to the report that was brought out by the JNU and TIS sometime in late September, early October, that highlighted that the influx of illegals is so vast and so huge that by 2051, the number of Hindus in Bombay itself could be less than 50%. That's the level and the rate at which these illegals were settling in Mumbai. And there are cases across other cities of Maharashtra too, where the case of illegals is only increasing. Mayuresh Ganpate joins us with more details. Yes, Mayuresh. So Kirit Somaya filing this complaint, and now SITs have been formed.
Absolutely, Anand, and Kirit Somaya cited that the authority or the right which were given to the sub-registrar or sub-collectors to issue the death certificate and birth certificates, there is a kind of a scam which he has basically raised in distributing these kind of certificates, and that's why he had gone to many places in rural Maharashtra, from where he had reported that a lot of fake certificates for birth as well as the death were given to the illegal immigrants. And he highlighted this fact, and he had written that letter to Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Devendra Fadnavis. Acting on his letter, now the Maharashtra government has set up the SIT, and they have asked all the collectors and sub-collectors, deputy collectors, basically.
Mayuresh, we've got Mr. Kirit Somaya on the phone. Mr. Somaya, namaste. This is Anand Narasimhan here. Your complaint now bearing fruit. SITs have been formed to crack down on illegals, and also this entire mechanism of issuing fake birth and death certificates.
I certainly welcome and thank CM Devendra Fadnavis. Further to that, he has issued directives that no further birth certificates shall be issued by the Tehsildar or collector till the full investigation and report is received. In the year 2024, during the election process of Lok Sabha, Vidhan Sabha, around 2 lakh applications have been received in Maharashtra by various collectorates. 99% of these applications belong to Muslim Bangladeshi. And that's why I went into detail, and we were shocked. The 4 documents, 4 evidences, and so I am now really sure that all these 2 lakh people who have applied, the ATVs will take cognizance and will get into further detailed investigation.
What did you find on ground? Did you see real cases, Mr. Somaya?
Yeah.
And were these documents made only in Maharashtra, or did some of them have documents even from other states?
The thing I'm worried about, because this amendment in the Act has come in existence since 2024.
Ji.
So in 2024, when I got this information in November 2024, when I exposed the Malegam vote GR funding scam, and in 1 month I went into detail, now everything is out. So what is happening or happened in Maharashtra, it could have happened or it might be happening in other states in India.
States also.
This could be a very big, very, very big design to 2 lakh applications with 4 documents, and they also influence. It is Prabhav or Dabav, the Tehsildar.
Right.
More than 1 lakh certificates are already issued. And I am now behind the government and I am pressurizing, pursuing with the Chief Minister that all those 1 lakh certificates issued in 2024,
Right.
that also should be investigated.
Right. Mr. Somaya, thank you for speaking with us. We'll keep close tabs on how this investigation proceeds and what the SITs unearthed in the coming days. Time for a very short break here on The Right Stand. Stay with us.